Welcome. We are live. Still trying to get the hang of this nonsense. That is the old StreamYard. Welcome. Of course, we are previewing the big one. It is Rovers heading down to the south coast. It's the beach. Hopefully you can hear me. It is Plymouth Argyle home park. And of course, we are looking forward to taking a look at the team news, having a chat with a couple of Rovers fans, but we are live. That's right. Looking forward to the game. We'll have the watch along a little bit later on. And of course, we could talk a little bit about the transfer window. So we'll get to all of that in a minute. Of course, if you're new, where you've been, smash your subscribe button back. All things Rovers related, Championship related, world football related. We got it all here, boys. And it is 9 o'clock my time. Of course, deepest, darkest Georgia time. And of course, what does that mean? Well, the team news should be in any second now. We're actually late. They're late. What shall we expect from the team news? Well, I'll talk about my opinion right here, right now. Of course, Televic, our new signing, we'll talk about him later, but he didn't sign. Well, I don't think he signed and travelled with the club. Maybe the young centre-back who we brought in, youngster, what's his name, James Hill from Bournemouth. He may have made the trip down to Plymouth. He was signed on Thursday, so we'll see about that in just a second. But Televic, I do not believe, made the trip. Of course, we have a few loanies out, etc. But anyway, the team news is in. I can see it right here, right now. I'm going to bring it on the screen to all our glory. So let's have a look at it. Not like that. How about that? Of course, as you can see, Pears retains the number 1 jersey. We like that. I think that was the right call. We've got Britton at right back. We've got Carter, and then we've got Hyam and Pickering, the back four. You were the tried and trusted back four at the minute. And then, of course, into midfield, we've got Wharton, Travis, Smodic, Hedges, of course, with that amazing goal last week. Moran and Gallagher. Moran starts, of course, his first league game on the bench. We've got Dolan still here. Bloxham gets the call up as well. Leonard as well. Tronstad, Garrett. Gilsons makes the team. Gamble, Scully Wharton, and Walstead. So it's a mixture of youth, experience in there. When you say experience, I'm looking at the likes of Tronstad, looking at the likes of Scully Wharton, and now Dolan falls into that bracket because it still is a very, very young side, which, of course, is one of my bones of contention with the transfer window. A lot of people are saying it's like a fantastic window. I cannot go down that road. Let's take a look at the hosts then. Of course, tricky team, tricky opponents, of course. They've got Camo Hazard between 6. Ballymum at the back, George Houghton, Pellegrino, of course, the former 20 man there, FC 20. Joe Edwards, where's the captain's arm? Ryan Hardy, Morgan Whittaker, the guy to watch out for there. Lewis Gibson. We got Finn Aziz, Adam Randall, and Kane Kessler-Hayden. And I can't really read that because I'm an old man these days. I can't really read the subs. We got Dan Scar, got Matt Butcher, Callum Wright, Mike Michael Miller, Lewis Warrington, Tariq Wright, Ben Wayne, Callum Burton, not Britain, but Callum Burton, Luke Kundle as well. Those are the players for Plymouth Argyle. As I wait, the Rovers Mafioso, wherever they may be, we'll have a little talk, a little digest of the transfer window, of course, because it's done and dusted. Rovers business is over. So I'll give you my short take about it. I should actually put my live light on. We are live. I'm a little bit gutted about the transfer window. And I'd like to really have a sit down and chat with JDT about this. You know, he's been very vocal about his frustrations this window, about needing players in, etc., and of course talk about players going out. So I don't think realistically, if you take his words from this past 2 or 3 weeks since Wyatt made his feelings clear, I think we're in much worse a condition than we were. We do get a striker in, that's fantastic stuff,
but we are a little lighter than I would imagine that we wanted to be. Of course, we brought in James Hill at the back. We also brought in, of course, Televic up top. So we haven't increased our numbers in certain areas, but they have not really been the experienced players I think JDT wanted in this team. I think we were looking at your 28, 29-year-olds to come in, and unfortunately that didn't seem to be the case. On the flip side, we've got to look at this as a business POV, a business point of view, and it's shrewd business, getting a lot of the wages off us. I think we were the 20th most spended or the fourth best or first least spent money this window. So we're definitely saving money in the grand scheme of things. So maybe in the future things will be a little bit more rosy in the financial department, and maybe we just have to navigate this crappy window and then look forward to maybe January or perhaps next summer where the Venkies can reinvest, because this basically is a nothing window for them. They got a lot of money back. They did, when you look at the expenditures over the couple of seasons, the past few seasons, they would see this as a win for them. Definitely a lot less money being pumped into the club from their point of view. But as fans, I think, when you look around the Stokes, you look at on the Birminghams and et cetera, making 10, 15 signings, really revamping the team. Maybe I don't really want to do that, but I feel that we are a little light in experience. When you think that Ryan Hedges is senior man on deck here, it's quite a concerning, stat that he was our main man. He's our oldest guy on the bucket. So a lot of responsibility will go onto his shoulders. Anyway, so looking forward to this. It's a tricky game, of course. Last week we had Watford away. I didn't have much hope. I think maybe in my gut, I felt that we could nick a draw. This one, I don't know. I think Rovers can win this one. I'm not saying we will this one. We'll win this one. I feel it's going to be a tight old affair, maybe a goal in it. And maybe just if we could nick it. I know the games right now are taking place live with Southampton getting tonked by Sunderland. I think Birmingham might be level with Bristol City. I'm not sure. Let me have a bring them up while we wait. Of course, yes, Sunderland tonking Southampton. Bristol City are beating Swansea, and it's Birmingham 1, Millwall 1 right here, right now, live. So that will be a good weekend for Rovers, I think, if we could get a result here against Plymouth. I would take a draw. I have predicted a win for Rovers, but a draw would be okay, and then we'll head into international break, getting the new signings on board up to speed, your Morans, your James Hills, your Televiches as well. And also, when we look at Rovers business, just two loanees coming in, James Hill, and of course, Andrew Moran. So there's some space in there. And I guess if we can get a run together between now and Christmas and put ourselves in the mixer, we could reshape our appeal level to those other players, and then maybe get some more signings in or some experience in to get us over the hump and into the playoffs for next season. But right here, right now, right here, right now, we are gearing up for this one against Plymouth Argyle. So we will see how we can get on. Just trying to get the mafiosos in there. I think they were having some technical difficulties on their end. So we might not be. It might just be you and I duking it out for this one. But again, recap of the team news. Let's go back to Rovers 11 here. Of course, on the screen. Right about now, of course, Pears, Britton, Carter, Hyam, and then we've got Pickering, Wharton, Travis, Smodic, Edges, Moran, and Gallagher. So far, I'm impressed with Moran. Of course, he had a cameo in the Carabao Cup, EFL Cup game. I think Smodic, of course, is the driving force at the minute. But we'll see about we'll see if he can get back to the scoring ways. Gallagher again. I think that's 2 for 2 now, right? Well, not 2 for 2. I know he scored in the game against Hull. He scored in. Did he score in the 8-0? I really don't know. I think he did. He scored in the 8-0. So let's see if we can get him rolling. If we can get a third goal in the season already, you just don't know. We may already have our striker, and I think keeping a hold of Gallagher. Keeping a hold of Gallagher might be a blessing in disguise. Of course, we got no Dak no more. We got no Diaz no more. No Adam Marshall no more. No Danny Graham no more. And I'm rolling back the years here, guys. I'm rolling back the years. And now it could be his time to shine. When you look around the rest of the training ground here, You know, you're looking at a Televic guy who could be something special. We don't know. Could be a little gem, a diamond in the making. Or Gallagher could be the guy to take the line, and Televic could be his apprentice. And we might just have a nice little strike force on our hands. But we'll see. The proof is in the pudding, and today will be a good day for that. Again, if Gallagher scores today, get Ennis back into tip-top shape, get the Icelandic wonder sensation in after the international break, and then suddenly our attacking lines look a lot more rosy than they are at the minute. Still waiting on, of course, the Roverseas mafioso to join me to talk everything about Rovers, but right here, right now, we are just gearing up for the game itself. So also recapping the Plymouth team, if I can, go backwards. Have a look at that again. We will be there. Oh, where am I going? Where am I bloody going? We will be there for the watch-along, of course. Hopefully you will be there too. Of course, look at the team right there. Connor Hazard, Ballymumba, very, very tidy player there. Of course, George Houghton, Julio Pellegrino continues. Joe Edwards there. Ryan Hardy, Morgan Whittaker, the danger man in my eyes. Hardy also scoring goals right now. Lewis Gibson, Finn Aziz, Adam Randall, Kane, Kessler, Hayden. If you're watching this and you're a Plymouth Argyle fan, let me know who we should be worried about, of course, as we gear up for this one. It's going to be a tough old slog as well. But right here, right now, nothing. You know, if we can nick a result, a draw here or more, then suddenly our opening to the campaign has been pretty much fantastic. However, this is a definite debatable one here that could go either way. Plymouth holding a Watford, of course, not too long ago. Again, this is where they're going to win their points this season. They're going to win their points at home, and again, we're one of those that probably will struggle to get a result. This is kind of like a Rotherham. It's got a Rotherham away day feel from last season here. So let's kind of give the respect to Plymouth right here, right now. If we were to win, we should celebrate it like it was Watford, because this is a very, very intimidating place to go. And I'm hoping that we can get ourselves out of this one with something at the very least. We are going to be hoping to have a bit of we're not going to have no vlog here. It's a long place to go for guys to travel. It is probably one of the furthest away matches, if not the furthest away match for any Rovers fans. So any Rovers fans making the trip, respect. We do have some Southern Rovers fans knocking around that could make this trip much, much shorter than those based up in and around the vicinity of Ewood Park. But difficult place to go, and let's see if we can get something out of this result. So let's not underestimate it. A win or a point is, of course, a good one. I'm going to talk a little bit more about Televic, of course. Exciting signing. It was made relatively early on the Friday to kind of give us whet our appetite a little bit. And that's what I was kind of a little bit disappointed with the transfer window, is because we made that signing so early, or revealed it so early, that and then nothing else happened. And then there was a lot of talk about I even got sucked into the old belief that we were going to have more signings on the books, but no, it was just the one. We were potentially having one in with Buckley coming out, but in the end, it's just the one new face on deadline day itself. Believe it or not, in my eyes, I might be able to see Pete here, who is on his travels. I don't know where he is, but we're going to find out right here, right now. Pete, what are you doing? Can you hear me? What a nice shirt. We're wearing yellows today. Where are you?
Hey, Dirk, I'm here. I'm live. I'm in Philly. I'm on Delaware River here, the Delaware Riverfront, in front of the Christopher Columbus statue. That's right, Dirk. And I know Christopher Columbus. He didn't come over on the Mayflower, which sits atop above the emblem on the Plymouth Argyle flag there. He came over 130 years prior to that. But we are hoping that Sam Gallagher, getting the start today, will have a little bit more sales in his, a little bit more oomph in his sails, and ready to go today for the Rovers to get the 3 points, Dirk. I'm excited. Coming off the win off of Watford, coming off the win off the Carabao Cup, coming off the signing of the striker. That's right, we did it yesterday, Dirk. And yes, I know a little bit deflating ending there, but I am hoping to end this 7-day stretch on a high and getting the 3 points today. And yes, lineup's just out, Dirk, and it looks good. It looks good. Any what have you touched on so far in the studio there?
Or not, I've talked about. Let me have a recap the lineup, of course. But the main surprise to me really is that we continue with what we've got. There's no major shockers there. I think the 11 picks itself right now. Pickering coming back at left back. You would perhaps maybe consider Britton at left back. But I think with JRC being completely out, he has to slot in that right back. And again, up top, Hedges gets in. The wonder goal last week. Chance for maybe to get another one. No Dolan. He's on the bench. And the chance for maybe some of the other youngsters that did so well. We've got Bloxham. We've got Gilson on the bench to maybe come off of that and maybe surprise a few, because they are a bit of a surprise package.
Yeah, Dirk, I'm definitely excited for the game ahead today. It's going to be a young crowd. It's going to be a young lads on the pitch there today. But Moran starting and Gallagher, they'll get it off and get it rolling here today, Dirk. And hopefully we can get a couple goals early to settle us down there at home park at the Theatre of Greens, to get Gallagher into a groove, and so he can wave to his family there on the sidelines there, and hopefully all comes out in the end up there. Yeah, Hedges, I know Dolan got the hook today, and like you said, and I look at Sunderland and the Southampton game, which you tweeted about there, with Dak getting the goal over there on the other thing, and I think this is just one day after the transfer window, so teams will be just finding themselves, and we'll see in the next couple of weeks what we'll actually look like with our signings coming back, with Niall, with Arner, and maybe Tronstad getting a little bit more time on the pitch there with the Carabao Cup, and I think he's on the bench today. But yeah, excited for the game at hand today, Dirk, and I think it will be a good one. I'm going to tip Gallagher with a goal today. I think he's got to get one. He's got to get one there and shine brightly today at his home front and the home pitch there for him. So hopefully he can get us going quickly there and get JDT, something to look forward to in the coming weeks ahead. We need him to shine brightly and kind of set the stage up for yesterday's signing there, Samir. So hopefully Samir will be looking on and licking his lips, I'm hoping, so he can get some more and get rolling. I know he was from your German fourth tier league there, Dirk, so you might have some insight there for us what Samir's bringing to the table.
Yeah, I don't know too much about him. My team is Mönchengladbach. They are Bundesliga, but I think it's the reserves he was playing for. But it's my birth club where I was born, right near there. But if I was to push you for a summary, if you were to grade the Rovers transfer window from, like, if you were at school and you had a report card, A being fantastic, F being terrible, where would you go with your ranking or assessment of Rovers transfer business?
Dirk, I was ready to give them an A yesterday. We had the three medicals things being tipped off yesterday going into the Samir signing, and we were going to get the two more come in, and we were waiting, and we were waiting, and we were waiting, and we thought there might be some late breaking news there from Greg at Brock Hall. But yes, it was a little bit deflating to not get another one and not get Buckley over the table. Bucko's gone now to Sheffield Wednesday, and I give them an 8. I think, I know we lost a lot. We lost Dak, we lost Diaz, we lost Ayala, and but we got a lot of wages off, and it's hard to do and hard to finagle there with the Indian export tax law that we've heard all about now. But they brought in 7 strong, unique players that have a lot of skill sets, and they touched on everything. I know we're lacking in the experience, I know we're lacking in the age, and it's going to be a tough championship season, but Greg, you got to tip your hat and you got to give it to him. So I'm going to give him an 8. That's a B in my books, Dirk. A B for Greg and for the Venkies and for Steve Waggett there in the clubhouse. I give it a good go there in this window.
Okay, well, that's good. At least you got some positivity. I just think we could have done with a couple more bodies in. But anyway, and again, one more thing from you. Score prediction, tricky one, away day, Plymouth. What's the scoreline going to be?
Dirk, I wanted to say I woke up this morning and I was feeling a draw, but I'm going to change my mind here and I'm going to go optimistically so now with Gallagher getting the start. I think he's going to do it for us today. I'm predicting a brace from Gallagher. He's going to be rising to the occasion, and I think it's going to be a 2-1 Rovers victory today at the Theatre of Greens there, Dirk. Good luck today, brother. Let's bring it home today for Rovers. 3 points. People Philly Rovers down here at the Christopher Columbus statue in Philadelphia, ready for the game today. Appreciate the time there, Dirk.
Thank you, Pete. You're a superstar. Thanks for stopping by us, Pete. Live in the middle of Philadelphia. Love the energy, as always. And of course, his energy kind of is catchy. It's contagious. It kind of gives me in the mood, which is what we want to say. I'm usually quite optimistic and positive, and I am pretty positive about this game. It's just, Plymouth are, like I said, a Rotherham. We could get tonked here. We could get tonked like 4-1, something like that, but we could also win 1-0. And if I'm going to have to go in the middle and have a draw, you know what? I'll take that all day long. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to the watch-along. And I'm also looking forward to seeing some of these subs coming in there. Of course, your Gambles, your Gilsons, your Bloxhams, who have done so well to get the attention of JDT already so early to be featuring in the squad there. You might think you might just get a few minutes. Plymouth, especially if the game's under control, or if we're getting thumped. If we're getting thumped, chuck them on. Might as well give them some minutes to look forward to it. Yes, well, they're let down by the mafioso. I don't know where they are, unless they all have technical snafus. I don't know, but regardless, we are gearing up for the watch along. So make sure you come back for that. Again, let's have a little look at the team news, and I'll give the guys one more time to see if they're going to show up. Here is the team news. If you missed it, we've got pairs between the sticks. We've got Britton, we've got Carter, Pickering, Wharton, Travis, Smodic, Hedges, of course, Moran and Gallagher. It does pick itself when you look at that. A lot of people are a little bit upset with Tyree Stolen, a little bit his performances right now. He is now probably going to be the what's the word that the public enemy number one. There's always going to be somebody at public enemy number one, and it seems to be him. And if Gallagher keeps scoring, he's got a couple so far, one in the league, one in the cup. You just don't know. It might be a chance for him to turn his whole career around at Rovers and become the main daddy-oso. And he is a daddy now, so maybe he's going to be a daddy on the pitch. And let's see if he can get some goals again this coming Saturday, right here, right now. Who else? Who else is who's turned chance to really step it up? Yeah, Scotty Wharton, of course. He's been used as a cameo so far, and none of the new signings made the trip down. I thought they'd just take it easy, get themselves adjusted and acclimatized to their new environments. So we will see James Hill. We will see matey boy Stefan, whatever his name is. I completely forgot what his name is already. Semir Televic. We will see him probably on the bench for Sunderland / Middlesbrough, whichever one comes first. It might be Middlesbrough. And of course, recap of that team, and of course, recap of the hosts, shall we? Wherever they are. They're up here somewhere. I've gone absolutely all over. But there they are. Of course, Canna Hazard between the sticks. We've got Ballymumby. We've got Jordan Houghton. We've got Julio Pellegrino, Joe Edwards, Ryan Hardy, Morgan Whitson, Lewis Gibson, Finn Aziz, Adam Randall, Kane Kessler-Hayden. That's, of course, the 11s. I think, unfortunately, going to have to bounce out now because I've got to get ready for the live watch along, get the kettle on, get myself an underpants change, and get excited. I'm wearing the yellows. I'm unbeaten in the yellows so far. So let's see if the yellow jersey can continue with its lucky charm. Mike dropped us a little clanger here. We always lose going international break. He says he's going with a 3-1 win for Plymouth. Now, Plymouth, again, it is a tricky old match, this one. So I have gone with a 2-1 win for Rovers. I said that way back when, said it last Sunday, early doors, even before the Harrogate stuff. I said it way back when then. So I'm going to go with it now. I'm going to stick with my heart on my chest here. The Red Rose of Lancashire. Going to go with the Rovers victory. Going to stick by it. And we'll see us. The final call for the Roverseas Mafioso. You let me down, turds. You let me down. I'm naming and shaming you. You turds. You let me down. So that sucks. Sucks. Anyway, Pete, respect to Pete being live. And of course, 9:23 a.m. Respect to Pete, who both him and I celebrated our birthday this week. So can we, of course, wrap up the birthday week with another fantastic result here? We'll see. I'll be back live very, very soon. But until then, I am tapping out. I'll see you soon for the live one, the main show. Till then, tapping out.